Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to McKenzie Field at the Kalamazoo College Athletics Fields Complex for this afternoon's women's lacrosse home opener for the Kalamazoo College Hornets as they take on Capital University. Good afternoon again. My name is Zach Metz. Next to me is Dawson Scoopin. Thanks for coming back to join me. I think this is the last time you and I are going to be together before you head off to Europe. But what do you expect to see today out of this game?
Yeah, Metz, well, thanks for having me again. But one thing that I expect to see today out of the Hornets is they've had a really tough start to their schedule. They played a couple of ranked teams and took a lot of big losses, but this is still a really solid team, brought back a lot of production from last year, and expect them to kind of flip it around and try to turn it around for their home opener today. Yeah,
let's take a look at today's starting lineups. We'll start with Capital. They are at 2-1 overall. They're coached by Kara Konchak. It's her first year. It's a pair of first-year coaches in this matchup. Their starters, first up, a fifth-year defense from Pickerington, Ohio, number 2, Riley Jarvis. Fifth-year attack from Pickerington, Ohio, number 3, Dylan Smith. Senior midi from Pickerington, Ohio, number 4, Grace Osborne. Junior attack from Worthington, Ohio, number 5, Ava Vendetti. Junior attack from Pickerington, Ohio, number 6, Leah Leno. In goal, a junior from Pickerington, Ohio, number 18, Holly Stoner. A junior attack, also from Pickerington, Ohio, number 8, Heather Stoner. Junior midi from Pickerington, Ohio, number 10, Brenna Todd. Junior D from Pickerington, Ohio, number 15, El Shilowilo. A fifth-year defense/midfielder from Pickerington, Ohio, number 16, Avery Hart. Senior mid from Lewis Center, Ohio, number 19, Andy Henry. And a junior D from Mount Sterling, Ohio, number 21, Grace Wolf. For Kalamazoo, they'll start with their goalkeeper, a senior from Jordan, Minnesota, number 2, Jordan Flink. Freshman attack from St. Paul, Minnesota, number 4, Mara Miroslavich. Sophomore mid from Ada, Michigan, number 6, Julia Kozel. Junior midfielder from Ada, Michigan, number 8, Sophie Hartle. Junior attack from Holland, Michigan, number 10, Ella Spooner. Sophomore attack from Spring Lake, Michigan, number 13, Tessa Fuller. Freshman D from Grand Rapids, Michigan, number 17, Grace Barber. Junior attack from Troy, Michigan, number 18, Jordan Doyle. Senior midfielder from Lake Orion, Michigan, number 21, Natalie Mackey. Sophomore D from Hendersonville, Tennessee, number 24, Ansley Ware. Sophomore D from Naples, Florida, number 27, Mackenzie Newhall. And a junior attack from Beverly Hills, Michigan, number 29, Abby Kaza. First-year head coach for the Hornets, Grayson Ringlever, assisted by Tori Hoffman and Mitchell Caldwell. Hornets come in at 0-3 overall, but as you mentioned, a couple of really tough non-conference matchups against some ranked teams. They start their home season today, their first home game of 2025. We thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to get this game going in about 90 seconds. Thank you all again for being with us today, spending your Saturday afternoon in the great month of March with us here today. Zach Metz and Dawson Scoopin coming up soon, Kalamazoo and Capital.
Heather Stoner. Number 10, Brenna Todd. Number 15, Elle Shawilo. Number 16, Avery Hart. Number 19, Andy Henry. And number 21, Grace Wolf.
They want me to tell you that Cassie needs to be louder.
Okay. Now for the Hornets. Number 2, Jordan Flink. Number 4, Marin Miroslavic. Number 6, Julia Kozel. Number 8, Sophie Hartle. Number 10, Ella Spooner. Number 13, Tessa Fuller. Number 17, Grace Barber. Number 18, Jordan Doyle. Number 21, Natalie Mackey. Number 24, Ansley Ware. Number 27, Mackenzie Newhall. And number 29, Abby Kaza. At this time, please stand for the national anthem. Thank you.
Start singing. The first ever matchup in women's lacrosse history between Kalamazoo College and Capital University is about to get underway. The Hornets 0-3 looking for their first win. Capital is 2-1. They picked up wins over Transylvania and Barry. Their most recent game on Wednesday, they dropped to DePaul. Kalamazoo played a ranked Indiana Tech team, dropped that one, lost a close game to Ohio Northern, and then lost at the University of Chicago, another ranked team, on Wednesday. Jordan Flink, the 4-year starting goalkeeper for the Hornets, gets another start. Officially a win-loss record of 0-1. Has stopped 36% of the shots she has seen this year. And on the flip side for Capital, Holly Stoner, not listed as a goalkeeper, but in that role today, has stopped 18% of the shots she has seen this year. Officially a win-loss record of 0-1. Ella Spooner's in the circle for the Hornets for the first draw of this game. As Kalamazoo in white, Capital in black. We are underway, and the first possession will go to Capital. And they quickly take advantage with the goal. Not even 15 seconds in, Ava Vendetti gets Capital on the board. You and I were just getting ourselves a little situated, and then boom.
Yeah, Mets, look
Comments
down.
are on the board.
Look down for half a second to grab a roster to make sure we pronounce these names right, and look up, and it looks like the Kalamazoo defense didn't really have time to get set. We won the draw control, kind of just pushed right down and took it right to the goal 12 seconds in, and a great start for Capital.
Yeah, Grace Osborne in the circle. It was Vendetti who won it and went coast to coast on her own for the Comets. As we will get another one, Kalamazoo will reset and play a fresh new game 12 seconds in. As the second draw control goes to the Hornets, Sophie Hartle's got it. Gives it to Mira Miroslavich, and now the Hornets will get their first chance to attack. Led in goals by Ella Spooner this year with 7. That's very much expected. Spooner's been a multi-time leader of the team in goals as a junior. As Kozel's got it to Jordan Doyle, the team leader in assists last year. This is going to be maybe a turnover, maybe not. I believe a push was called. So I believe the Hornets were given a free position look, but nothing's going to come of it, and a turnover. Gives this to Brenna Todd, one of 9 from Pickerington, Ohio, on their roster. Now, there are multiple schools there, so not everybody comes from the same school. But the town of 25,000 is well represented at Capital University. A good look in front, the pass a little errant. Kozel fighting for it with Andy Henry.
Yeah, and a little bit of a break there for the Hornets. Kind of got caught sleeping again. A great backdoor cut from Capital and just unable to get the pass inside. Would have had a great look right in front of the goal, one-on-one.
There's Leah Leno. Over to Dylan Smith, 5th-year attacker. And Capital looking to go up 2-0 2 minutes into this game. Grace Osborne makes a move. Defended closely by Hartle, but the shot goes, and it's 2-0 Comets.
Again, a pretty good dodge from the left-hand side. Had Hartle on her, but got around her and was able to kind of shimmy across the front. Lost almost 3 defenders on that one to a one-on-one with Flink in the goal, and really nothing she can do there. And another easy goal for Capital to start this game.
You ready for a staggering number? Grace Osborne just picked up her 27th goal of the season.
Wow.
That is a staggering number. Now, Capital's put up some big-time numbers scoring. They put up 23, 21, and 15 in all their games. So the Hornets are going to have to be able to score to stay around in this one. Not the ideal start, as they are in a 2-0 deficit.
Yeah, big draw control here. If they can get this one down to the offensive end and try to work something, cut down this lead to a 1-goal game, and it makes you feel a lot better than going down 0-3 to start this game early on.
Ball popped in the air, and Osborne's got it. Here she comes. Osborne looking for number 2. Going to be real close. Got hit up in around the head, and a late whistle.
And again, kind of winning that draw control, going to the left side, and then hits the dodge where she goes back over to the left side. Looks like she's going to go behind goal, and then kind of just pops right in front, and looks like she took a little bit of contact to the head there.
And yeah, it's going to result in a card coming out. As Kozel's going to get sent off. And an opportunity for Capital on a power play. 2.5 minutes into the game. And Andy Henry will have it. It's going to be offsides call against Kozel. Hornets had too many back. And the Comets are going to take advantage. Not even 3 minutes in, they've got a 3-0 lead.
Capital goal number 10.
You're doing a great job right there by the Capital. It gets it behind the goal to Dylan Smith. I mean, a fifth-year attacker there for them, a lot of experience, and was able to find the cutter. I believe that was Brenna Todd right in front of the goal, and she one-on-one again with Flink and Berries. And the Kalamazoo College defense really not helping out their goalie in this early part of the first half.
Brenna Todd, you are correct, gets the goal to junior. Makes it 3-0. Todd's second goal of the year. Vendetti, who had the first goal, it was goal number 13. And Capital dominant early. So where do the Hornets search for answers? They are going to get another opportunity to control a draw. There's Morgan Vasquez and Kozel roaming around the circle looking for some space. Spooner trying to get it herself, won't, as Osborne's got it and has speed. Moving into the attacking end. And another goal.
Capital goal number 19, Andy Henry.
Andy Henry joins the scoring party. 4-0 Capital.
And again, it starts again with Osborne in the draw control circle. She wins it right to herself and kind of takes off, as you said. And then, again, the Kalamazoo College defense kind of sleeping. And Henry just a backdoor cut from the other side and a great pass and a finish right away. And, again, just leaving Flink in a horrible spot. And that's 4 goals in just over 3 minutes.
Capital has high expectations for the year. They were picked to finish second in the OAC Women's Lacrosse poll with 2 first-place votes. Mount Union picked number 1 in that. Kalamazoo had high expectations, too. Finished second in the MIAA a year ago. Picked to finish 4th. Expectations of getting back to the MIAA tournament. And they're having a rough start today. It's 4-0, 3 minutes in. This one's still loose, and Vasquez is right around it. And a violation gives it back to the Hornets. And so Morgan Vasquez picks it up.
Yeah, and that's what you really need if you're the Hornets. Just try to get some time down the offensive end and see if you can get a goal. Try to cut into this. There's obviously no 4-point play in lacrosse, but just start cutting away at it slowly and kind of get your confidence back after a really tough start.
Kennedy Hind has it. Over to Jordan Doyle.
What's the Capital mascot?
I was wondering, I don't know.
Okay, thank you.
Here's Tessa Fuller. Was the MIAA newcomer of the year a year ago as Vasquez spinning, looking for room and tightly guarded by Todd. Now Spooner, second team All-MIAA attacker a year ago. He's going to get close, but I believe a free position try is going to be the result.
You know, listen, struggling on the offensive end are the Hornets right now, and you kind of just go back to old reliable Ella Spooner, and she'll get you into a good spot with a free position right here.
Spooner brings it in, and the shot, I believe, was deflected and saved by Holly Stoner.
You can't really tell who that was, but it might have been Henry, the one who just scored the goal back on the defensive end, got a stick on that shot before Spooner could really get anything on it, and just an easy save. And really not the possession you wanted if you're the Hornets after a really good look right there.
So here come the Comets again. Vendetti's got it. Was looking for Osborne. It was deflected and kicked out, but Osborne's going to go get it. as the shot was stopped and picked up by Kozel.
Yeah, and again, Capital going down to the offensive end and doing what they do every time. Kind of got another cut and a really good look there, but a great job by Flink to get a stick on that one and a save.
Push ahead to Kaza. Now to Fuller. They got numbers here. Doyle, point blank range, scores.
Yeah, just a great job in transition by the Hornets right there. Capital kind of got caught. They sent a couple of people at the ball and left Doyle kind of back there by herself, and a couple of good passes by the Hornets to find her, and an easy goal right there, one-on-one.
Jordan Doyle's first of the year, 7th assist for Tessa Fuller, and it was the other way around a lot last year. Doyle will be the one picking up the assists. Script flipped, and the Hornets are on the board with their first goal, makes it 4-1.
Yeah, Metzi kind of flipped it on me, but I was going to say Doyle, really known as a passer, had a lot of assists last year playing that X position behind the goal, but on that one kind of just finds herself one-on-one with the goalie, and an easy pass from Fuller and an easy goal for Doyle.
Yeah, Doyle had 2 assists entering today. Ended up second on the team in assists last year with 30. Is tracking to probably have 100 career assists. Is that 38 through 2 years, and you expect the numbers just to keep growing. That's her. She's got 40 assists on her career, but it's a big goal, first of the year. And then a little mishandle by the Comets will allow Hine to go pick it up. Here come the Hornets. Hine with a fake. Gets some speed moving towards the attacking end. Still with room. Fakes, lost it for a second, picks it back up. Now Kozel. Hornets trying to cut the deficit to 2 as Vasquez slowed down.
And if you're the Hornets, I think it's important to, again, push and transition like they are trying to do there. But if they don't have anything there and Capital gets back on defense, and to kind of just pull it back and set it up, get it into the hands of some of your good attackers like Fuller or Doyle, where they're able to either dodge or make some assists up top to the midfielders.
Fuller somehow got it to Spooner despite a lot of contact and a lot of traffic, but now Kozel.
Here's this play that they love to run. They kind of just bunch up and send a bunch of cutters.
And Doyle might have slipped open for a second, but Kozel still being hounded. And got it to Vasquez. Vasquez spinning, 30 on the shot clock. Nothing for Vasquez right now. Now Spooner starts to move through. Lost it. It's still loose, and it's going to go to Capital. Picked up by Holly Stoner.
Yeah, and a great job right there by Capital on the defensive end, just really hounding the ball the whole possession, not giving up any room to make a dodge, and ultimately it ends up in a turnover, and looks like they'll push back to the offensive end.
Approaching halfway through the first quarter, Capital had the early onslaught, has slowed down a little bit, but they're threatening to get number 5 here.
Yeah, the Kalamazoo defense a little bit more aware now of the cutters from the backside, which is what a Capital wants to do a lot on the offensive end.
Top to Henry. Might try to take Spooner one-on-one. Instead flips it back to Osborne. Nothing there, but they're going to get a look in front. They score. Beautifully done. Osborne to Henry.
Yeah, just a little bit of a give and go right there. Henry had the ball up top, just flipped it to Osborne and kind of came around and then cut from the backside as Osborne was going up top, and she's able to find her for an easy goal again. Henry one-on-one with Flink, and they're asking a lot of their goalie right now with all these one-on-one shots from right in front of the cage.
Spooner has to come out being checked out by the athletic trainer, and hopefully she's okay. Vasquez will move into the circle for the Hornets. In just about every category right now are being beaten.
This is big. No Spooner in the center for this draw control. And
Osborne's
Grace Osborne in there, who has been really good to start this game, has won a lot right to herself, right to the offensive end.
Yeah, Osborne's had her way so far. Now Vasquez gets the challenge. Popped up, though, and Vasquez gets it. And Vasquez moves into the attacking end. A big win for the Hornets. being hounded from behind, and Vasquez will give it to Doyle.
Yeah, just a great win right there from Vasquez. I mean, Capital went down and made it back to a 5-goal game, or a 4-goal game, excuse me.
Here's Fuller. To Kozel. Fuller lost it. Picks it back up. Now Kaza. Couldn't find Kozel. A turnover. And Capital will look to clear. Pass sailed a little errant though. Hine picks it up. Capital fails to clear. Hartle gets it into the attacking end, despite Henry being right behind her.
A big break right there for the Hornets, able to get this ball back on the offensive end. What you really want to do is get it down low to your attackers and let your midfielders kind of set up top and get some cuts, see if you can get someone open for an easy chance in front.
Fuller looking. Fuller stops to Kaza, right on net. She scores. Fourth for Abby Kaza, the junior. Gets it back to a 3-goal game. Still a hole to climb, but those are the ways you do it. Take advantage of turnovers, and a good sign for the Hornets. Spooner's coming back out.
Yeah, and that right there is why you want to get it down low to your attack on the offensive end if you're the Hornets. I mean, you got a lot of good players on there in Fuller, Doyle, and Kaza. Any of them can really dodge or pass, and right there you see Fuller kind of trying to take it herself, gets stopped, and then a great cut from behind the net by Kaza, and a kind of a tough angle shot, but is still able to bury it. You just need to keep inching back at this game after a really tough start.
Henry's now in the draw circle for Capital instead of Osborne. Against Vasquez, this one's popped up, and Osborne ends up with it. Might be what Capital wanted anyway, and they've been so good right after draws. Gonna get a look, maybe, but it's knocked away. To Flank. So now Newhall will start the clear for the Hornets. Mackey couldn't handle it, but gets it back really tight to the sideline. Newhall swings it over to Grace Barber. Barber able to get it across midfield. And Fuller has it. Hornets might have a good look here, but the pass was blocked. Kaza would have been right in point-blank range. It's still loose. Hit the other way. Fuller couldn't pick it up. And eventually, Brenna Todd does for the Comets.
And again, a little bit of that transition game for the Hornets and really not letting the Capital defense set up, which is where they're really good at, but kind of cuts another one loose in front of the goal. And Kaza, she was right there for an easy goal if that pass could have gotten through, but a great defensive play to stop the goal.
4 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the first. Capital 5, Kalamazoo 2. It was 4-0 Comets about 3 minutes into it. Osborne cuts, some help from Sydney Mazensky. And they're going to get a look in front. They're going to score. What a find. I believe it was Vendetti that got the goal.
Comet goal number 5, Ava Vendetti.
Yeah, Metzen, again, it's just those cuts from the backside. When Capital is on the other side, when they're on the right side, everyone on the left side of the attack is looking to cut to get something in front of the goal. And again, they find him. And great passes down low. And looks like they practice that. Vendetti kind of just catches it and puts it right up before Flink really has a moment to set up and realize what happened. That's what's leading to these easy goals right in front for the Comets.
It's been a tough day for Flink. Been put in a lot of tough positions, and Capital extends the lead out to 6-2. Draw controls will become increasingly important for the Hornets as they try and get back in this. Spooner's back in there for the Hornets, and Kozel whiffed on it, and it goes to Vendetti. Vendetti's got 2 goals tonight. Henry's got 2 goals tonight. Pushes their totals to 12 and 13 respectively, and it's going to continue to grow as Vendetti gets another one.
Goal number 5, Ava Vendetti.
7-2 Capital, their largest lead of the game. .324 to go, and Capital in control early. It'll be Spooner and Henry in the circle for the Hornets and Comets. And Capital looking to keep more of the trend they had with their first 2 games, both winning by 16 than they had in Game 3, dropping it by 3 to DePaul. And the Hornets are going to need a rally, but they've got plenty of time to do it. This is popped in the air. Capital's got it again with Osborne.
Yeah, but a place that the Hornets really want to get better at if they want to get back in this game is in the draw control in the middle. You got to have opportunities like that. You got to come up with that ball when it's popped back to you. And, again, Capital somehow able to find it.
Had a look in the middle, but Leno couldn't get the shot off. And they're going to get a look in the middle. Flink with a great stop.
Yeah, great job right there by Flink. A lot of cutters and some really great passes to get it inside right in front of the goal. But
yeah, that pass wasn't great. It's a turnover. Could lead to a point-blank chance, but they can't handle the pass. They pick it up, though, and I believe a timeout was taken by Capital with 2:39 to go in the first. They lead at 7-2. Out of the timeout, the Comets have control of possession. 2:39 to go in the first. They have a dominant 7-2 lead so far. You could argue they could be up even more than that. They've had some really good chances around the net that haven't gone in. Hornets have had a couple of their own. They're going to have to get stops when their defense is set up. As Vendetti, who's got 3 goals today, has it. Looking inside to Osborne. Pass misses. Flink's got it. Out to Spooner. Spooner moves across. And Hornets looking for a goal in transition. Spooner with a nice move. Bringing it in towards the net. Eventually slow down. Could have had Doyle cutting, but Hind really couldn't see her. And Hornets will bring it back to Kaza.
You got to get on the offensive side of the field. Just take your time and set something up down low with your attack and see if you can get a midi cutting or just a dodge from the side of the goal.
Fuller might try and do it herself and has 2 defenders run at her. Kaza pulls it out. Kaza to Kozel. Can she create? Fuller. Still nothing. Capital defensively has been really good. Her Spooner now moves inside, in some traffic, has it knocked away, but a whistle. Spooner, I believe, is going to get a free position try. That's what Spooner can do. She can take some contact, keep possession, and get chances from the free position.
Yeah, great dodge right there by Spooner to get herself into position in front, but a great job by the Capital defense. Kind of swarms her, almost 4 girls right around her in front of that crease, but able to draw the foul.
She gets a try, and she takes advantage. Spooner on the board for the Hornets. Her first goal of the game. That's her 8th goal of the season. And from the free position, it's her first goal, or their 3rd goal of the year from free position.
Yeah, but since she scored 50 goals in each of her first 2 seasons here, so obviously accustomed to scoring those goals, and right there, she's going to get herself a free position chance from right in front of the goal after a great move to get inside, and she's known to bury those, and you see why.
Hornets get possession again with Kozel. Spooner's got north of 30 goals from free position in her career. That was goal number 121. As Vasquez has it knocked away. It's still loose, though. Spooner's got it. And a whistle against the Comets.
A good job right there by Kaza. Kind of didn't really have a chance to get the ground ball, but just smacks it over to Spooner. And the Hornets are able to retain possession.
This is another free position try, but not one where Spooner's really going to have a good look. Oh, maybe she will now. Makes a cut. Spooner winds up. Shot goes! How about that? With .7 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, right before the end of the first quarter, and a great job by Spooner right there. Didn't really have a great angle at it. Kind of looked like she had Hart right to her side, able to cut her off, but kind of dodges back into her almost, goes across her face, and squares up the goal, and he's able to bury it. And that's a huge goal for the Hornets to cut that lead to 3.
Back-to-back goals for Spooner makes it 7-4, and it's going to give the Hornets a little bit of momentum going into the second quarter.
Yeah, a couple of moments in that first quarter where it looked really tough for the Hornets. They got beat on a couple of cuts and a couple of easy goals for Capital to start this game, but able to bring it in a little bit closer to end this first quarter. And 3 goals looks a lot better than 5.
2 straight goals from Ella Spooner. Keep the Hornets in this one. We go to the second. It's Capital 7, Kalamazoo 4. 1 quarter down, 3 to go. Zach Metz and Dawson Scoop in here to bring you Kalamazoo and Capital Women's Lacrosse. It's a 7-4 Comet lead as we start the second quarter. Hornets got back-to-back goals from Ella Spooner to cut the deficit from 5 to 3, and Morgan Vasquez will look to get the Hornets a possession to start the second quarter as we flip sides of the field. Popped up, and I believe Vasquez went a little early. And then we have a stoppage, and it looks like the Hornets were offsides. And Kozel's going to be sent off for the second time, a green card for offside.
Yeah, it looks like the Hornets are going to go a man down.
Again.
Maybe for a minute.
Another green card for number 6 for offside on Kalamazoo. 1 minute release.
Looks like they got Kozel for being offsides once again.
Second time Kozel's been hitting. Capital scored the last time they had the advantage.
And it was super quick. And, again, just watch them holding the ball down low for a little bit, see if they can get a cutter in front of the goal. If not, they'll look to dodge from up top.
They get a dodge from Vendetti, and then a whistle, and Vendetti's going to get a free possession try. Can Flink make a big stop?
Yeah, this is a pretty good angle right here for Vendetti, kind of coming in from that top left corner of the box.
Vendetti in, really close. Flink makes a stop.
Yeah, Vendetti kind of got a good move to get right in front of Flink, but decided to go stick side high, and Flink right there for the save, and a big stop right there for the Hornets.
Capital really pressuring the Hornets, though. Can Barber get the clear? Looks like it. Although the pass was nearly intercepted and then it eventually was taken away. Then knocked away. Spooner's close to it. It's still loose. Knocked forward, and Vendetti's got it. Big time chance for the Hornets to get a clear, and they are unable to. Kozel is released, though.
And a good job by the Hornets to get back on D. After Vendetti scooped out that ground ball, I thought she might have some room to take it right to the cage with a one-on-one with Flink, but a good job by the defense to get back into position to stop it and able to get Kozel back to even it up.
Amber Street has it, and then gave it to Henry. Henry slowed down by, I believe, Mackey. Swing it around to Heather Stoner. And a look in front. They take advantage of Leah Leno being point-blank range for the first goal of the second quarter.
Yeah, Metzen, I don't know if it was a miscommunication defensively, but the Hornets had two women up top guarding the ball at first, and they kind of just swung it around, and the Comets had two girls down low being guarded by one, and as you saw right there, Leno kind of just popped right in front of the goal, and Spooner took the woman with the ball and an easy dump in front for a goal for the Comets.
One minute, 44 seconds into quarter number two. Capital gets a goal, not as fast as they did in the first when they did it in 12 seconds. But they will.
And then I think they want you to fade in and then fade out, and then really until they get to the center.
Looking for another chance. This one popped up. Looks like Osborne's going to get it. Maybe. Yes. And they quickly move ahead to Vendetti. And now they're going to get a chance. Some contact right in front. No whistles. And the stoppage is, I believe that's Henry, who was a little slow to get up. I think it was Ware stepped in and took a charge.
It looks like just a little bit of incidental contact. Ware kind of stepped up to stop the ball, and
Yeah,
Vendetti was turning.
If we had Jeffrey Anderson officiating this game, it would have been going the other way. And more contact, and this one's not going to avoid a whistle, and I think Vasquez is getting sent off for it. Yeah, green card's coming out.
You're just a little bit too physical, kind of trying to box out to be able to scoop up the ground ball, and the refs are going to blow the whistle on that one.
Yeah, and I'll say it again. If Jeffrey Anderson was officiating this game, we would be going the other way. It is March.
Thank you, Mets.
You're welcome. So here comes Capital.
Looks like a green card on Vasquez for a push.
Another chance for Capital with an advantage, and the shot was stopped maybe by the leg of Flink. Capital gets it back, though.
It looks like a little bit of a kick save right there from Flink as Osborne was trying to go for a bounce shot.
Pass ahead to Osborne. Weaving through. Shot goes. Another goal for Capital and Grace Osborne.
Getting a great look down low to get it back to Osborne right in front of the goal, and a little bit of a hezzy right there from Osborne. Looked like she was going to go in and kind of stops. Acts like she's going to pull it out for a second, then goes right back at it and attacks Flink high and is able to score again.
Second goal for Osborne, 28 on the year. She's pacing for over 100 goals this season.
Yeah, that's 28 goals in your first 4 games is a great way to start your season, and maybe someone that the Hornets will want to get the ball out of their stick.
That's one way to figure out how to get back in this. Another one is win some draws. You now are back to trailing by 5.
Yeah, Mets, the offensive end is not the problem for the Hornets early on in this game. They've gotten a couple of good possessions down low, worked it around, and gotten some goals to kind of get themselves back into this game, but just really struggling right now on the defensive end with some of these passes and cuts right in front of the goal.
Well, Capital's on pace to score 30 goals. Hornets trying to slow the pace and get their own total up as Hartle close. Fuller couldn't hold on to it. And going to get it was Stoner.
Yeah, and a great opportunity right there for the Hornets. You kind of had Hartle on a fast break by herself, and a good job by Capital. Kind of got 2 defenders back on her. She didn't ever have anywhere to go, but Fuller kind of just camping around the goal and just unable to corral that pass, or she might have had an opportunity from a tough angle for a shot. But that's just one thing that really hurts when you get the ball down in the offensive possession, just a quick 10-second possession like that where Capital can come right back down the field into the offensive end.
They're going to have a 10-second possession of their own. It's going to result in another goal. I believe it was Osborne again. It is 29 on the year.
Yeah, and you can see why she has 29 goals through these first 4 games. She is really good at finding the open space around the crease, and her teammates doing a great job of feeding her in front of the goal. And that's 10 goals less than 20 minutes into this game for Capital.
Yeah, so they're pacing for even more than 30 goals. Largest lead of the day, 6 goals. It's 10-4.
And honestly, for the Hornets, it might need to start in the draw control circle. Just get something and get the ball into your offensive end and just hold it for a little bit. Get a possession going and see if you can get a good look in front to kind of start to claw back into this game.
Plenty of other things going on in Kalamazoo College athletics today. Women's tennis taking on Wheaton. They lead at 3-1 in that one. Wins at 2 and 3 doubles. 1 singles, 3 single. I'm looking for more to put away Wheaton. Shot saved by Flink. As the pass ahead to Ansley Ware. Ware got it to Kozel. They might have numbers here, but not for the moment. Kozel slows down in front of Hartle. Hartle might have a chance to shoot, but couldn't hold on to it. Possession hasn't been crisp for the Hornets.
Yeah, and that's one area that I think the Hornets can take advantage of. This Comets defense is kind of slow getting back and set up, and you can take advantage in that transition game, which is what they were trying to do right there. An unfortunate break, Hartle just unable to handle it and turns it over. But when Capital has time to set up on defense, they're really good and really strong, but in the transition game, they're a little bit vulnerable.
Another Kalamazoo College athletics score. Kalamazoo baseball taking on Earlham. Earlham's 4-0, team that the Hornets swept last year. No score in the top of the 5th, which is what you expect when it's cold out. Jacob Davis so far only allowing 1 hit through 4 innings, pitching a very nice game. 10-4 Capital leads here.
Yeah, now Capital kind of just content to take their time on the offensive end.
Yeah, but that time's going to run out. The shot went high. A point-blank look for Amber Street.
And again, and I'm not sure how, but these Capital offensive players are kind of just getting lost running around the goal, and again, just popping open, wide open on a cut in front. And
Another cut open, and it bounces in. That's Vendetti again, her 4th of the day.
Comment goal number 5, Ava Vendetti.
yeah, Grace Osborne and Ava Vendetti really just having a super strong game to start this. They 4 and 3 goals each in the first half. And just piling onto those season totals that we've been talking about.
Hornets looking for answers in any way they can. As it's 11-4, Capital extends their largest lead. .9:13 to go in the second. Capital not far from threatening a running clock. Still loose. Vasquez can't get there, but it's rolling towards the sideline. It goes out of bounds. They give it to the Hornets.
Yeah, big break there. Osborne, who's pretty quick, just unable to track that ball down and lets it go out of bounds and see if the Hornets can get possession.
Loose ball to Doyle. Doyle's pass deflected. Was looking for Hind.
Kind of a break there for the Comets. Hind was behind the defense right there. It looked like she had an opening to the goal, but the pass was deflected. Doyle trying to find her behind the defense.
Mackey to Doyle to set up the attack.
And again, if you're the Hornets, just take your time on the offensive end, kind of try to set something up down low. Maybe let one of your attackmen get a dodge from the side of the goal or a midi cutting from on top.
Spooner bounces. It's no good. Hornets keep it.
No reset of the shot clock on that one, but no rush. Still have over 30 seconds.
30 seconds on the dot now. Vasquez spinning. Spins again. Goes low and scores. How about that?
Yeah, just a great-looking dodge right there from Vasquez from behind the net. Kind of spun back a couple times and then got pushed a little bit and able to finish through the contact. A big goal after a little bit of a Capital run right there.
Third goal for number 22, Vasquez. And a clever goal song. I'm just eager to find out if Jay Swain is back.
Mets, that's really all I want to hear at this moment. Can we please feed Ella Spooner down low?
Get the Swain on the speakers. He's here. Or at least he was here. Oh, yeah, there he is. I was going to say, I knew he was in attendance. $7:50 to go. It's 11-5. And Osborne wins a draw. Races in. Threatening another quick goal here. They did it once already. They'll slow down. Hornets get back just in time.
Yeah, and after Osborne won that draw control, kind of raced in, I thought she might have had Henry on a cut.
Flink makes another stop with the foot. And Mackey goes ahead. Couldn't get it to Spooner. A turnover. And here comes the Comets.
Yeah, Mets, and even though you look up at the scoreboard and see 11 goals for Capital early on in the second quarter, and Flink's numbers might not be the best, but honestly, she's really keeping them in this game at this point with the couple of saves that she's made. She's been put in a lot of tough positions early on in this game.
Capital scored 4 goals in about 2.5 minutes to start the game. And they're going to get another one right here, as that one's Henry.
And they're just continuing to do what they've done all game long, and need to see some defensive adjustment from the Hornets, but really wherever the ball is, the opposite side from Capital is always cutting, and just some super crisp passing in this early on to be able to find these cutters in front of the goal for some easy goals. And again, just putting Flink in a really tough spot, one-on-one with someone right in front of you.
You see 12 goals, you immediately think what was going on, but Flink's made 6 stops.
And those 6 stops are really the reason that the Hornets have a chance in this game right now. It could be really out of hand if it wasn't for Flink.
Yeah, this could have grown even more. As with 7 minutes to go, it's back to a 7-goal lead for Capital.
They do, yeah. Or I guess they call it free position.
Spooner pops it forward. Kozel's got it.
A little bit of a change there. Osborne has really been dominating in the middle in the draw control circle and switching back from Vasquez to Spooner, and she's able to win that one for the Hornets and get possession to the offensive end.
Spooner drops it off to Fuller. Here's Spooner. Works a move, gets in close, slow down, spin, shot, scores!
Hornet goal number 10, Ella Spooner.
Well, it was a great move from Spooner right there to go back to her right hand, her strong side, just kind of spinning away from the defenders, and a really good shot, but I'm just a little bit disappointed that we're not here in Jay Swain right now.
The disappointment will
No, that was good. Thank you.
live forever. Another draw control as it's 12-6. Hornets have kept themselves slightly in it since the early onslaught. Still loose. Can Doyle get there? Not quite. Capital has it with Todd. Mackey knocked it away. It's still loose. Popped up to the Comets. Leno's got it. And a whistle. Are we going to get another offside call? We're going to get a free position try.
Yeah, not sure what the call was there, but a pretty good opportunity right here on this free position.
Osborne racing around, slowed down, well defended by the Hornets there. They get a look out in front, not there. Ball's popped up. It's loose, still loose as Barber knocked it away for a moment, but now Capital keeps it.
Yeah, and it was a really good play right there by Osborne, kind of to cut to the right side, but almost had 3 or 4 defenders on her and almost found Henry cutting again from up top.
Another free position try, and this one right in the middle for the best goal scorer on the field.
Yeah, can't get a better look right now for Osborne than right here.
Osborne winds in, shot goes.
Yeah, and again, a really tough position that Jordan Flink is being put in early. The best goal scorer, as you said, Grace Osborne, is at number 30 on the year.
30
through 4 games, and she's getting a free position look from right in front of you. Not much any goalie in the entire country is going to do against that.
13-6, Capital dominating. Capital's going to get it on a violation again.
Yeah, it looks like Spooner went a little bit early there. And again, Capital controls into the offensive end.
And I think another offsides just got called. Another green card against the Hornets for offsides.
Yeah, again, just some more miscommunication after that foul on the draw control. And
It's the third time the Hornets will be called for offside, and a chance for Capital to take their largest lead. Osborne. It was deflected, I believe, by Kozel. Kozel can't pick it up yet. Too much traffic. Whistle's going to give it back to Capital.
yeah, great defense right there by Kozel. But as you said, Capital has had no problem scoring on when they're even strength, and when they're man up, they've had an even easier time. Look again for someone cutting from up top on this one.
Free position look, and another whistle. Clock stopped again.
Looks like they got another free position this side. This time from a little bit to the side.
Better angle, still tough. It's Todd who has it, gives it up. Osborne fakes, well defended again. Osborne's going to try and do it all herself. Flag flies, shot goes.
Yeah, and again, a great job by, was that Osborne again?
Yes, it was. That's her fifth.
Just being patient with the dodge. I mean, didn't really have anything at first, but stuck with it and kind of got back to her right side, her strong side, and a little bit of a tough goal. Goes opposite corner on Flink and is able to bury it again.
31 on the year for Osborne, makes it an 8-goal lead. Again, Capital's largest.
And if you're the Hornets, just really need to get something going on the offensive end. It seems like every single time Capital gets the ball on the offensive end, they're scoring a goal.
It's an 8-goal lead. Starting to feel insurmountable with the way Capital has scored, but this is March. Miracles do happen. And a face-off violation on Spooner.
Yeah, Osborne has been so dominant in that middle circle, and now I believe that's 3 times the Hornets have been called for leaving early.
At least 3 times, and Osborne might have a chance.
It kind of wiggled her way through again, but didn't have the angle, so smartly decided to pull it out and reset up.
Well, they've been pretty good when they've had to slow down as well.
Yeah, and don't be surprised if it gets right back to her and she dodges from up top once again. Maybe with someone cutting from down low.
Osborne gonna look to isolation, and then Cutters run through, and then pass errant. It's still loose. Popped up, Vasquez there. Mackey there, but Osborne's got it. And a look in front. Another goal. This one is Heather Stoner, the junior.
Comment goal number 8, Heather Stoner.
Yeah, and again, Osborne, it seems like the first time today she made the wrong decision on one of those plays, kind of tried to force it inside to Henry on a cut, and Henry was not expecting it. Almost a turnover, but who else? Osborne goes and gets it back and then dodges again, and
Capital's still pacing for 30 goals, by the way.
able to
More
find
than that.
Stoner, yeah, and almost above 30 goals right now if they can get some more on the board before halftime. And
5th for Heather Stoner. And yeah,
if you're the Hornets, you just really need to get a draw control and really need to get it into the offensive end and kind of just hold it there for a second, recollect yourself, and see if you can cut into this lead before half.
take a breath.
Getting it upwards of 10 before halftime would really hurt the Hornets' chances, as that clock would start to run.
Kozel's got it. Grace Osborne, by the way, for Capital, has scored scored the most goals in a game, holds all top 5 spots of their record book. It is dominated by her name. Whistle and I believe a free position try. And the goal is going to go. I believe it was Kozel. It was.
Hornet goal number 6, Julia Kozel.
Yeah, great job by Colza right there. Kind of somehow gets herself a little bit of space and puts it on net, able to score. And through some contact, through a whistle, looked like she was going to get a free position attempt after that one, but doesn't matter. She puts it in anyway.
6th for Kozel this year, who is taking a major step up in terms of scoring as a sophomore. A sophomore from Forest Hills Northern. Only scored 7 goals as a freshman, is already at 6. Makes it 15-7. By the way, the Capital record for most goals in the game is 25. They are pacing to be well over that, but that'll help the Hornets avoid that. Another draw control. 2.5 to go. Hornets looking for another late quarter surge to keep them in it.
And again, if you're the Hornets right now, just take your time on the offensive end. Do not force anything that you do not need to. Just take your time. Look for quality over quantity at this point in the game.
Fuller cuts to the middle. Out to Spooner.
And a good dodge right there by Fuller to get herself in front of the goal, but realizing that she really doesn't have anything on a chance to take a shot there, and smartly pulls it out.
Spooner lost it, got it back under 2 minutes. Mackey couldn't handle the pass across. It's rolling towards the sideline. Kozel's going to get there. Under 30 to shoot. Kozel has it knocked away.
Looks like a little bit too much contact there from Hart.
Ball's knocked away. And Capital's going to get it back. So here comes Capital looking for another one. They got 1 minute and 15 seconds. They could take the last shot if they want. The shot went well high.
Yeah, Vendetti got it up top and kind of had a little bit of a crease and tried to take it herself, but might have gotten hit a little bit on the stick to force that one to be super high.
Todd gave it to Stoner. To Osborne. Moves over to Henry. Back to Osborne. Trying to create. Fires a shot. Flank with a relatively routine save. Kozel being chased from behind. Has it knocked away. Hind right there trying to pick it up. Still loose. Bats it to Spooner, but it got picked up by Capital. 20 seconds to go. Spooner's got it back. Hornets got to work quickly. Spooner. Oh, no push.
Wow, and I'm surprised that there was no push called there.
Yeah, that's going to take us to halftime.
A lot of contact, and you normally get the whistle there, but no call for Ella Spooner, and that's how the half ends.
So Capital will take a 15-7 lead after the break. As we take a look at some halftime numbers, 23 shots for Capital to just 10 for Kalamazoo. Capital pretty good with the clears, 8 of 9. Kalamazoo 4 of 9. 13 Hornet turnovers. That feels like a big difference, especially only 4 of them being caused.
Yeah, Mats, and really the unforced turnovers are what's killing Kalamazoo, and a lot of those have been on the clearing opportunities, which have led to multiple Capital offensive possessions, which is what's really buried them in this game.
Grace Osborne leads everyone with 5 goals, puts her up to 31 on the year. Ava Vendetti with 4. Andy Henry with 3, and then 1 from each of the following: Leah Leno, Heather Stoner, and Brenna Todd, excuse me. Kalamazoo led by Ella Spooner with 3 goals, Julia Kozel, Jordan Doyle, Morgan Vasquez, and Abby Kaza, each with 1. Goalies so far, Holly Stoner for Capital has been really good. Really, the defense has been really good. She's only made 1 save, 7 goals allowed, but she's been great around the net, not allowing some more opportunities for Kalamazoo, I feel like, getting outside of the crease.
Yeah, and Capital give a lot of credit to their defense. As you said, their goalie hasn't been in position to make a lot of saves because he hasn't faced a lot. The defense has been really strong in forcing those turnovers up top and not even letting the Hornets get looks on the goal.
For Jordan Flink, 7 saves. Feels like she's been under constant fire all night and handling it okay. Been a lot going at her so far. Feel like, she is what keeping Kalamazoo from really being in a running clock situation.
Yeah, Matt, so you're going to look at this game. You're going to see 15 goals for Capital in the first half, and obviously Flink allowing 15 goals, but as you said, 7 saves, and that's really what's keeping them in this game. She's been put point-blank one-on-one a lot of times, and she's made a couple of clutch saves. If not, this game could be well over 10 goals right now.
Take a break for halftime. We'll be back for the second half coming up. Your halftime score, Capital University 15, Kalamazoo 7. Welcome back to Mackenzie Field, the Kalamazoo College Athletic Fields Complex, where Capital University has a 15-7 lead over Kalamazoo College here in the women's lacrosse home opener. Score update for Kalamazoo College baseball from Earlham. They get an RBI single from Robert Newland to score Tanner Hawkins to take a 1-0 lead in the top of the 7th inning. And now into the bottom of the 7th inning as we get ready to start the third quarter. Grace Osborne, who has been dominant today, looking for a draw control. And won't get it as Kennedy Hine goes to pick it up. Hornets have a hole to dig out of, and they'll get a chance to get on the board first in the second half.
Getting a break right there. Osborne looks like she won the draw control to herself there, but just couldn't locate it after she flicked it up, and the Hornets will take it to the offensive end and set something up.
Tessa Fuller has it. Gives it to Julia Kozel, who picked up a goal in the first. Gives to Hine. Hine spinning. Has two defenders run at her. Gets it to Ella Spooner. Spooner's shot is stopped.
Again, a good job there by Spooner to realize the double team on Kozel and cut for a little bit of a safety valve for Kozel to get the ball out of her stick. And a good save there from Stoner.
Kaz has got it back behind and a whistle. Are we going to get a free position try? I think so. Looks like it's going to be Kaza.
Yeah, pretty good angle from the side of that soccer box.
Kaza's got a good angle, has the ability to score, winds up, shot goes high.
Yeah, someone might have gotten a stick on it while Kaza was kind of starting to wind up. But either way, the Hornets will retain possession.
Fuller spinning. Over to Kozel. Bounces it to Vasquez, who had some trouble gathering it.
Yeah, shot clock kind of dwindling now. Looks like someone needs to dodge.
You got about 10 seconds. Kaza loses it. 9 seconds has to go. Fuller with 5 loses it. Fuller's going to have to find somebody now, and the pass misses. It's going to be a shot clock violation. Capitals got it back. They're going to take it in transition.
Yeah, picking it up and outrunning kind of all the Hornets. Have a little bit of numbers, but just smartly kind of decides to pull it back out and decide to waste a little bit of clock.
Over 2 minutes in. Capital with an 8-goal lead. As Grace Osborne, who has 5 goals and puts her at 31 goals on the season, has it. Makes a beautiful cut. And then a whistle, which I think means Osborne's going to get a free position try.
Yeah, Metzen, honestly, I might be a little bit happy with that foul there. Just let her set up for the free position. Looked like she was going to be inside one-on-one with Flink again for a shot from point blank, but now at least gives the defense a chance to come back and get a stick on the shot.
Whistle blows. Osborne, shot, scores. 32 on the goal counter for Grace Osborne.
Well, Mets, I should have known that it didn't matter. Regardless, if Grace Osborne is going to be on that line with the free position, it's going to be a goal most of the time. And really, the Kalamazoo College defense kind of just leaving Flink out to dry.
And if Grace Osborne has the ball, at least today, most of the time it's a goal.
Is that her 6th of the day, Mets?
Yes, it is.
32nd on the season, and this is their 4th game.
You heard that correctly. 4th. That was not a misspeak by Scoop. And still a lot of games left. Capitals got 2 more non-conference games before they hit OAC play, where they are picked to finish 2nd. The presumed showdown will be April 18th when they host Mount Union. Those are the 2 teams picked to finish at the top. They'll play Denison in 11 days, and then they'll go to Center over in Tennessee. Hornets don't get it yet. Barber trying to get there. Hits the turf. It's loose, and Capital's got it. And they're going to get a point-blank shot, but it was dropped. Would have been a really good opportunity, and then Hornets will get it on a foul.
You got a good job by Todd of the come out of the scrum for Capital with the ball, and then right away she had Henry down low again on a cut. And a great job by the Hornet defense to be able to get a stick on that one and kind of stop what seemed like it would have been a goal. But now again, another area that the Hornets are struggling a little bit with is the clearing. Capital kind of flying around and sending two at the ball a lot of times.
Capital gets a delay of game penalty against Vendetti. Ava Vendetti sent off, so the Hornets have an advantage here.
Yeah, man up, and if you were watching the game, you really couldn't tell. I mean, Capital's still flying around and double teaming the ball, trying to get a turnover on this clearing attempt.
Kaza over to Vasquez, couldn't handle it. Would have been a great look. And then a whistle, and I believe Hart got hit up around the nose.
Yeah, and that was just a great pass right there from Kaza across field to the cutting Vasquez, just unable to corral that pass. Would have had a great look, as Metz said.
And Spooner's going to get sent off with a yellow card.
Yeah, that's a tough one. The Hornets obviously man up on that one and just unable to take advantage of it. And now eventually Capital will just kind of milk out the rest of their foul and get a man-up advantage as well.
Hind couldn't intercept the pass. Here comes Capital. Ball's knocked loose. And then a foul against the Hornets. Hornets now with 2 in the box as Kozel sent off. It was an illegal use of stick call against the Hornets, so each team now down at least 1. Pass a little errant. Capital, a great chance to turn into a running clock game, and a whistle. And a free position try to put Capital up 10.
Yeah, and Vendetti, another goal scorer for Capital, kind of coming from straight on the best spot for a free position attempt, and Flink's going to have to step up here to stop this running clock.
And she can't. Vendetti gets another goal. That's her 5th of the day.
Yeah,
Makes it 17-7.
A great job there by Vendetti, kind of switching it up. It looked like she was going to come in from the top and kind of try to really throw one at Flink, but switches it up and goes underhand scoop shot and still able to finish. And now a 10-goal lead for Capital.
And a timeout is taken. Capital with the first 2 of the second half. 10:46 to go in the third. They lead it by 10. 10:46, Capital will have the running clock moving after this draw. Hornets need an answer now to keep the clock from continuously running. As Capital 8 goals away from a program record. Hornets get the draw. Kozel brings it over. Into the stick of Hind. Fuller back to Kaza. Doyle, who had that early goal, been quiet since. Starts the drive, now moves it to Fuller. So far, none of the cutters for Kalamazoo able to find any space until Spooner, but the pass sails. Hind trying to get there. Does. Can't find it. Mackey's right there. Kozel couldn't handle the pass. Picks it up. Kozel across. And then a penalty's going to go against Capitals. So getting sent off is Amber Street. Hornets with the advantage again. An illegal use of the stick call. Doyle back as the Hornets searching for a big goal.
Yeah, another great opportunity, obviously, on the man up here. And last time they were man up, didn't do too well. Picked up a penalty of their own and then another one and ended up with a Capital goal. And see if they can just take their time, set up, and find a cutter or get someone dodging from down low.
Spooner walks in, gives it to Doyle. Spooner picks it up. Now Fuller cuts. Fuller close, scores. Tessa Fuller gets her first goal of the day. Did it all on her own.
Yeah, and a great move right there from Tessa Fuller, kind of the spot that she likes on that far side of the goal, and kind of just sets up the dodge and then goes back to the left side, is able to face up with the right hand and buries it.
Another baseball update for Kalamazoo. An RBI single by Tanner Hawkins scores Liam Regan. Hornets lead at 2-0. How about this stat line for Jacob Davis? No runs, 1 hit, 3 walks, 13 strikeouts on the day.
Yeah, pretty solid day for JD.
That's an ace day if I've heard one. He is going to be the Friday starter, presumably all year. He's going to be a guy the Hornets are going to be counting on if they want to win a third straight MIAA regular season championship. Back to the draw circle as the Hornets kill the running clock for now. First goal of the second half. And Capital's going to get it on the violation. Osborne takes off. And they're going to get a quick look. Shot goes high for Henry.
You got a great job right there from Henry to realizing that Osborne's taking off and to run with her and give herself available.
Bodies hit the turf, but it goes out of bounds. Capital keeps it.
Yeah, one of those rare times that Osborne has a look in front of the goal and is unable to finish.
Flink stopped it as the clock resets.
And again, we'll just watch those cutters on the opposite side. Capital loves to kind of just hold it behind the goal and have someone cut from the opposite side. Super accurate passing in front of the goal.
Another super accurate pass leads to another Grace Osborne goal, number 7.
Yeah, and really just a smart play right there from Capital. I'm not sure who it was, but someone on that far side set a screen actually for Osborne to kind of wrap around and get her wide open on that cut in front of the goal, and again, just able to finish. Really nothing you can do if you're Flink in that situation.
It's the running clock back in play. 18-8. Osborne with 7 goals puts her at 33 on the year. So we're more than halfway through the third quarter now with the clock running. Ball is loose. Hornets are going to get it on some contact. So Spooner up top, Hornets. Again, we'll try and break the running clock as we're at 6:40 to go in the third. Kozel stops. To Hind. Hind put in the isolation spot. They'll try and run some cutters. Hind is being really tightly guarded, but Kaza isn't. Fakes, scores.
Hornet goal number 29, Abby Kaza.
Second one for Kaza on the day. She'll be the second Hornet with multiple goals. Her total on the year increases to 5.
Yeah, and a really good job right there by Kaza. She kind of waits till the last moment and then pops up from behind in that X position on the attack and is able to throw a quick fake and then finish. And she gets the ball in the crease right there. You're expecting a goal. And slowly but surely, that's what the Hornets need to get some draw controls, get it into the offensive end, and take your time on the possession and get a good look and a goal, and just slowly try to chip away at this 10-goal lead.
At this point, that's all you can do. And Capital is going to get this. Hornets get called again, so they'll look for another goal. Osborne, nobody stops her at first. Osborne lost it. Kozel close by. Trying to create on her own. And missed the pass in front. Flink's got it.
Yeah, a little bit of an errant pass there from Osborne. She had Kozel draped all over on that one. Couldn't really get away with the dodge. And, again, the struggles on the clearing for the Hornets. You see right there just a little bit of an errant pass.
Yeah, Flink was looking for Mackey.
Not what you want to do after you force a turnover from Osborne.
Capital picks it up and a whistle. And I believe Capital took a timeout. Yes, so 5:18 to go in the third. 18-9. Comets lead. Capital possession out of this timeout, looking to push it back to a running clock as Andy Henry gives it to Osborne. Look out, another goal.
Capital goal number 4, Grace Osborne.
Yeah, a great set play right there from Capital out of that timeout. Just got it to Henry, and kind of Henry had the opportunity to dodge there if it was there, but nothing. And so she pulls it back out, and then Osborne on the cut once again and kind of wraps her way through 3 Hornet defenders down low and is still able to finish.
That's her 8th. Ties her for, in a game, the 8th most in Capital history. No surprise, she's got most of those games.
Yeah, Metzen, as you said earlier, she has, what, the top 5
Yes.
for most goals in a game?
She's done 13 twice. She's done 10 3 times. She's never done 9, which is the next one on the list, which is quite interesting in my opinion.
Mets, can we make a prediction?
She'll get another one?
I'm going to say 11.
11.
11,
Interesting.
if they keep her in the game.
Spooner brings it over, and the Hornets will search for some confidence boosts in the attack with 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, and I like the decision on the offensive end. Get it down low to one of your attackers down low and see if you can find some cutters. If not, dodge from back behind the crease.
Kaza gives it to Spooner. Under 4 minutes to go, Spooner loses it. That's happened on a number of occasions. Hornets have just lost their handle on the ball, but Spooner's going to turn into a potential scoring chance. It was blocked. As now the Comets bring the other way, and they've got numbers. Vendetti ahead of everybody. A beautiful pass and a score for Heather Stoner. Can't draw it up any better.
Yeah, just excellent passing from Capital, and kind of a tale of 2 stories here today. The Hornets just really struggling. A lot of unforced turnovers, which have been killing them in this game, and those unforced turnovers are leading to goals for Capital just like that. The transition game hasn't been huge for Capital today as they've just been setting up in the offensive end, but
It started out very well considering they scored 4 times in 3 minutes.
it started off in the early in the first quarter and then kind of settled down, and they get back to it there to draw out the lead to 11 goals.
They lead 20-9. As Kozel couldn't hold on to the draw control initially. Kozel has a step. They might have numbers of their own. Kozel will slow down and pull it out.
Yeah, good job off that draw control by Kozel to try to push and transition, get a quick, easy goal, but realizes there's nothing there and to pull it out and set back up.
Spooner lost it, but Kaza got it. Under 2 minutes to go in the third. Miroslavic, who's been out of this game for a while, back in. Now Kozel weaves through. Kozel, I think, just had it knocked away.
Yeah, was able to dodge through almost 3 Capital defenders, but just lost it on the doorstep, and back to Capital for a clear attempt.
They do clear. They have it with Todd. 1 minute to go in the third. Capital still pacing to break a record today. They're going to get another look. They get another goal. This one's Henry. She's got multiple goals today. That's number 4.
Yeah, and a great pass there from Vendetti. She has 5 goals on the day, but this time assisting her teammate.
Yeah, 4 assists for Vendetti. 9 total points.
Wow.
Osborne leads him in points on the day. No surprise there at 11. Makes it 21-9, and In all likelihood, that's going to run out the third quarter.
Yeah, see if they get in there quickly to get this draw control off or not. But either way, it doesn't look like there's enough time for a goal.
Yeah, 7 seconds. They're going to get a draw. Maybe. Not quite. And that will take us to the fourth. Domination so far by the Comets. They lead at 21-9. $15 more minutes to go in this one, and with the way the score is now, the 15 minutes will be consecutive. Another draw where Capital has been pretty dominant today. Hornets have won a number of them. It's not a category where they've been completely outmatched, but Osborne's got another one. Works it ahead. Here's Street. Amber Street gives it to Brenna Todd. Ball moves behind the net. Ball loose on the ground. It's going to be going to the Hornets.
Yeah, one of the very few times the Capitals been inaccurate passing in front of the cage, and a break there. It looked like Henry might have had a great look from right in front of the goal.
Turnover again by the Hornets. Leno has it.
But yet again, Capital on the ride. They've just been pressuring the Hornets all day long when they're trying to clear. And
they're going to get another look, but they couldn't handle it. It's still loose. Capital had it momentarily. Street's got it. It feels like every close ground ball has gone Capital's way.
Yeah, a tough one for the Hornets to not pick up, especially right in front of the goal like that. You thought Flink was going to be able to get a stick on it and bring it back into the crease, but she was unable to do so, and Capital retains possession.
Shot goes wide for Henry. Another good pass and a good look. Stoner, nowhere to go, and flips it to Todd. Todd to Leno. Knocked away by Newhall. Very good defensive play.
Did a good job, and now the tough part for the Hornets is just getting this ball cleared and over into the offensive end. You're going to see a lot of pressure from Capital once again.
Hind hit up near the head and neck area. This is going to draw a card. You know, since we brought up Jeffrey Anderson earlier, not going to bring him up now, but I will say if this was DJ Karstensen, that might be a flagrant. It's March, man. You got to enjoy it while it lasts.
Yeah, getting us going. A little March Madness preview, huh, Mets?
Dude, March Madness is awesome. Single greatest sporting event on the planet.
You're going to rank that over the college football playoff?
Yes, without hesitation. Yes, I am. Over the Super Bowl.
Some bold claims.
Yeah, I do without. Dude, those first 2 days, I just sit on my couch and watch basketball for 12 to 13 consecutive hours.
Electric.
I'm here for when Virginia throws a pass away and Furman beats them. Capital gets a turnover. They bring it the other way again, looking for another goal. They need 4 to tie their program record for goals in a single game, but they're slowing down. Doesn't look like they're quite aiming for that.
Yeah, I thought Hart might go all the way on that one. Looked like she had a tiny bit of a crease, but
Osborne had a look but couldn't handle it. Flanks got it. That would have been number 9. But then they throw the pass away. Another errant pass.
yeah, and look for Capital to go right away. Looks like they're a little bit out of position.
Ball is loose. Kozel couldn't get it. Instead, it's Leno. And Osborne, nobody stops her. Flink makes a great save.
Wow.
Tried to push it quickly. Another turnover by Flink.
And a great cut there again by Osborne. You thought she was going to for sure bury that one, but Flink steps up and makes a big save. But as you said, throws it right back to Capital.
And Avery Hart scores. 5th year from guess where, Pickerington.
Goal number 16, Avery Hart.
Gets her first goal of the game, and it's 22-9.
Yeah, Metzen again, it just falls back to these turnovers that give Capital all these second chance opportunities. It's what's been killing the Hornets all day long. And you saw it on that possession, threw it away once. And Osborne got a great look at the goal and a great save by Flink, but then right after she throws it away again and eventually leads to the Avery Hart goal. Now it looks like they're going to give Osborne a break in the middle. Put Henry in there for a chance to get a couple of draw controls.
Yeah, they've swapped him out a few times. Spooner gets this one. And then pressured. Ball is loose. Spooner's still got it. Spooner leads the Hornets with 3 goals today. As we're under 9.5 to go. Hartle in some trouble. Knocked away. Vasquez couldn't pick it up. It's popped up. Kozel bats it back into the Hornets' attacking end. And here comes the Comets. Numbers again. It's a 4-on-2. The shot goes wide. Wow. 4-on-2, and Leno couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, Leno just kind of opted to take it herself and kind of got caught in a little bit of an awkward situation with her stick where she couldn't make a pass to the right side and decided to dodge back and take it herself, and a break there for the Hornets that shot goes wide. See what Capital elects to do if they want to get the ball back in Osborne's hands for her to dodge, or if they're trying to set something up for a pass from her.
Yeah, Osborne's got it now. Pass was deflected. They were looking in front to Vendetti.
Wow. Yeah, and Osborne drew the double team and had Vendetti wide open right on the crease and was just unable to find her and went back behind goal and then tried to get it to Vendetti and, again, unable to do so.
Barber near the sideline. And a green card's going to come out against Capital with 8 minutes left.
Yeah, maybe a little bit too physical there from Osborne on the ride, and she's going to get sent off with the green card.
Sent off, and I'd be shocked if she comes back out. Now, Capital's roster isn't exactly massive. Neither team's is. So he could. As the pass goes high of Lily Grelak. Another turnover.
Yeah, Metzen again, another unforced turnover, and those specifically have been really killing the Hornets all day long.
Here comes Capital again. On a ride, and Newhall intercepts it. Had it knocked away.
Yeah, and Avery Hart kind of just decided to take it all the way herself and had an opening and tried to make a pass at the end, and a good job by Newhall to be there to defend it.
Hartle had numbers, but then gave it to Spooner. Back to Hind, who had Hart right on her. Kozel back to Grelak. To Fuller. Spooner, point blank, scores. Number 4 for Spooner on the day.
Hornet goal number 10, Ella Spooner.
Yeah, a little bit of Capital's own medicine against them. He got the ball into Fuller's hands down low, and she's excellent with the ball in her hands. A lot of assists last year in her first collegiate season, and able to find Spooner right there on the cut. And Spooner on the doorstep, she's not going to miss a lot of those.
6.5 to go. We got a final score from Earlham in baseball. Kalamazoo has won their 3rd straight. They pick up a 4-0 win over Earlham, where Jacob Davis, JD, gave up 1 hit, walked 4, struck out 13, complete game shutout. Ace material, if I say so myself. And Osborne gets number 9 and then takes a hit.
And again, those cuts from Capital all day long have been killing the Hornets on the defensive end, and Osborne has been the recipient of a lot of them, and hopefully she's able to walk that one off and it's nothing too serious at the end of this game.
Yeah, she's jogging. Looks okay.
Is that number 9 on the day, Mets?
That is number 9. Your prediction was 11. I don't think you're going to get there.
There's time.
But there is time. And if Capital has shown anything, they can score quickly.
Depends on this draw control. A big spot that Capital has just dominated during this game.
Ball popped up. Spooner went early. And they score immediately. It's Vendetti who puts Capital at 24, one away from tying their program high all time.
And a great job right there from Andy Henry. She was in the middle for the draw control, and Spooner left a little bit early. She grabbed the ball and went right away, pushed, and an easy goal right there. Vendetti's defender falls off her to pick up the ball, and an easy dump down and goal.
6 for Vendetti. This is a season high in goals for Capital this year. One more ties the record. Hind almost controlled it, and then Spooner, for the moment, did, and they will as Spooner was held.
Yeah, and a great job right there behind to kind of step in front of that draw control. It popped up, looked like he was going to go right to the Capital player, but Hind steps in front of it and is able to bat it away.
Fuller hit in the back of the head, and we're going to get a yellow card here.
An excellent position right here for Tessa Fuller. A pretty solid angle, especially for a shot from a righty.
Fuller's got a great free position try as Riley Jarvis gets sent off. Fuller looking for her second goal of the day. Fakes, gives it up to Hind. And Kaza's going to be hit. No free position angle here. Is going to take a look at the upcoming schedule for Kalamazoo. They'll be back home on Wednesday as Hartle winded up. Goes to Fuller, missed it.
Wow, just a great look right there from Hartle. I mean, a super good shot fake right there. Drew 2 defenders and then spun back to the left hand. Was able to find Fuller right on the doorstep, but just unable to handle the pass again. And kind of just a common theme for the day for the Hornets, just unable to make the plays when they've been there.
They got numbers. Hind to Spooner. Goes low. Shot goes.
Hornet goal number 10, Ella Spooner.
Makes it 24-11. Spooner with 5 goals today. As the clock continues to wind down. Minute 10 to go. Kozel almost picked it up. Osborne close. Missed the pass. Another ground ball that's picked up by Capital. Sort of that 50-50 range.
Yeah, we'll see if Capital elects to just pull it out and kind of milk out this last minute of the clock, or if they're going to go and try to dodge and get another goal.
They don't have to shoot again. But there are implications they choose to do so. And they're going to get a look. The shot goes. So Capital
Goal number 5, Ava Vendetti.
will leave today tying the record for most goals in a game in program history. It's another one for Vendetti, 7 on the day. A dominant effort from the Comets as they will improve to 3-1 as the upcoming schedule for Kalamazoo. Lawrence Tech at home on Wednesday before they hit their spring break trip where they will go to Worcester, Muhlenberg, Albright, and Swarthmore. Their first MIAA game will be April 1st, Tuesday night, when they take on Alma. As the clock expires, a 25-12 2-11 final score. It was Capital dominant from the start.
Yeah, right from the get-go. I mean, as you said, Capital scored 4 goals in just over 3 minutes to start this game and really never looked back after that. There was this moment where Kalamazoo scored 2 goals to end that first quarter to make it a 3-goal game, but again, to start the second quarter, I mean, Capital just kind of ran away with it and never looked back.
As we look at the final numbers individually, Grace Osborne, 9 goals, 35 on the year now through 4 games. Yes, 35. Ava Vendetti with 7 goals. Andy Henry with 4. As Heather Stoner adds 2. And then a goal each for Leah Leno, Brenna Todd, and Avery Hart. And in the assist category, 5 for Henry, 3 for Osborne, 3 for Vendetti, 2 for Stoner, 1 for Amber Street, 1 for Dylan Smith, and then 1 for Leno and Todd. Their winning goalkeeper, who is Holly Stoner, just only had to make 2 saves, but, I mean, gave up 11 goals, but only 2 saves. Not a lot of looks either side.
Yeah, not a great day in goal for Stoner, as you said right there, but give a lot of credit to the Capital defense. They made it easy on her all day long. A lot of turnovers while Kalamazoo was trying to clear, and that the ball really lived in Capital's offensive end for a lot of this game.
Jordan Flink made 8 saves for the Hornets, stopping 24% of the shots, led by Ella Spooner with 5 goals, Abby Kaza with 2, Julia Kozel, Tessa Fuller, Jordan Doyle, and Morgan Vasquez each with 1. Fuller led them with 3 assists. Kennedy Hind added 2. That will just about wrap up this broadcast today. Our next broadcast will be on Wednesday when these Hornets will be at home to take on Lawrence Tech. We thank you all for tuning in to this afternoon's contest. Again, your final score, Capital 25, Kalamazoo 11. Zach Metz and Dawson Scoop, and we thank you all for tuning in, and have a great rest of your weekend.